Have you ever felt like the more you get to know yourself, the harder it is to connect with others? You've done the work. You understand your triggers, your needs, your boundaries. But suddenly, dating feels like trying to solve an impossible puzzle. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone, and there's a very good reason for it. Let's talk about why highly self-aware people often struggle the most when it comes to relationships. First, let's get one thing straight. Being self-aware is a superpower. It means you've moved past simply reacting to life and started consciously creating it. You know your worth, you understand your emotional landscape, and you're not afraid to look at your own flaws. So why would this amazing quality make romance so difficult? The biggest reason is that your standards have rightfully gone up. And I don't just mean standards for a partner. I mean standards for the relationship itself. When you're not self-aware, you might tolerate poor communication, mismatched values, or emotional immaturity because you don't fully recognize the toll it's taking on you. You might mistake drama for passion or neediness for love. But once you've achieved a high level of self-awareness, you can spot a red flag from a mile away. You understand that healthy love is calm, respectful, and supportive. Suddenly, that exciting but chaotic person seems less like a thrilling romance and more like a one-way ticket to therapy. You're no longer willing to settle for a relationship that drains your energy or compromises your peace, and that automatically narrows the dating pool. Another major challenge is what I call the awareness gap. When you're highly self-aware, you're used to deep introspection. You talk about feelings, motivations, and patterns. You're comfortable saying things like, "When you did that, it triggered my fear of abandonment," or "I need some space to process this emotion." Now, imagine trying to have that conversation with someone who has never spent a single moment thinking about their own inner world. It's like you're speaking a different language. They might see your attempt at healthy communication as an attack, or your need for introspection as being distant. This gap can be incredibly frustrating. You crave a partner who can meet you on that level, someone you can grow with, but it can feel like you're constantly playing the role of therapist or coach, which is not a foundation for a healthy partnership. Highly self-aware people also have incredibly strong boundaries. You know what you will and will not accept. You've learned to say no to protect your energy and well-being. While this is fantastic for your mental health, it can be intimidating to potential partners who are used to people pleasers. Someone with insecure attachment might perceive your boundaries as rejection. They might test them, push them, or try to guilt you into abandoning them. A self-aware person recognizes this as a sign of incompatibility, whereas someone less aware might give in, leading to a codependent and unhealthy dynamic. You refuse to lose yourself in another person, and for some, that level of independence can feel threatening. Here's a subtle one. You're less likely to be fooled by potential. People with low self-awareness often fall in love with who someone could be. They see a project. They think, "Oh, they're a bit of a mess now, but with my love and support, they'll change." The self-aware person knows better. You've probably learned the hard way that you cannot change anyone. You see people for who they are, right here, right now. You evaluate them based on their current actions, character, and emotional maturity, not some fantasy version of their future self. This realistic approach saves you a lot of heartache, but it also means you walk away from situations that others might stick with for years, hoping for a change that will never come. Paradoxically, your deep understanding of your own flaws can also be a hurdle. You are acutely aware of your shortcomings, your triggers, and the baggage you bring into a relationship. This can sometimes lead to a fear of burdening a partner, or a belief that you read too much to handle. You might over-explain your past traumas or insecurities early on, which can overwhelm a new person. Or you might hold back, afraid that if they see the real, messy you, they'll run. It's a delicate balance between being authentic and emotionally dumping on someone you've just met. You have to learn to trust that the right person will not only accept your complexities, but will appreciate the honesty and depth that comes with them. Furthermore, self-aware people crave authentic connection, not superficial validation. You're not interested in playing games. Mind games, the 3-day rule, making someone jealous on purpose, all of that just seems exhausting and pointless to you. You want honest conversations and genuine intimacy. In a dating world that often feels dominated by apps, ghosting, and performative social media posts, finding that kind of authenticity can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. You're looking for substance in a world that often rewards superficiality. So if you're listening to this and nodding along, feeling a little discouraged, please don't be. Your self-awareness is not a curse. It's a filter. It's protecting you from relationships that would have made you smaller, sadder, and less yourself. The journey might be lonelier at times, but you are not destined to be alone forever. You are simply holding out for a connection that is worthy of the incredible person you have worked so hard to become. The key is to find someone who is on a similar path. They don't have to be at the exact same stage as you, but they need to be curious, open, and willing to grow, both as an individual and with you. This person will see your boundaries not as walls, but as a sign of self-respect. They will appreciate your ability to communicate your needs clearly because it makes the relationship easier, not harder. They will be fascinated by your inner world, not intimidated by it. So continue to honor your journey. Don't lower your standards, but do keep your heart open. The work you've done on yourself is the greatest gift you can bring to a partnership. It ensures that when you do find the right person, the relationship you build will be conscious, healthy, and deeply fulfilling. You're not struggling because you're broken. You're struggling because you're finally whole enough to know what you truly deserve. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experiences. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on creating a life you love. See you in the next one.